I have a 6-year-old right here. I have a 6-year-old right here in my car.
Child in the car?
Oh, yeah,
child
sure
in danger.
did. Yes, child in danger.
Get your child off of the scene. This is an active police scene.
It's an
This is all on camera right now, too. Right here.
Yes, I'm wonderful. I'm very glad
Get
for
your
it.
child out of here. You
I
are
can
an
be right
active
here.
police scene.
I'm happy right here.
Ma'am, listen to me. You have the right to videotape. Okay?
I do. Thank you, sir.
Listen to me right now.
I'm going to listen.
But we have someone that's being detained right here, okay?
Mhm.
You have a child.
Tell me where you need me to go
Hang on,
exactly.
I need you to stay. Do me a favor.
Yeah,
In the
I
front
will.
seat with no car seat, okay? Do me a favor. You can videotape all you like, but you have to stay. You cannot come past that driveway,
Perfect.
okay?
I'll be right back. Thank
Okay?
you.
Thank you. Stay at your car, though, okay?
Thank
You're more
you.
than welcome to videotape.
Thank you, sir.
But do me a favor. By state law, we're policemen, too. That child is supposed to be in a booster seat. He's not of age.
Oh.
So make sure you put him in a booster.
I mean, they were nice about it. They could have arrested her for child endangerment. Like, she could have legitimately got charges. And by the way, snitching on yourself like that is crazy work. Like, snitching on yourself while committing a crime, incredible. But I would say that's a well-handled, interaction. These law enforcement officers reacted to that pretty well. They were very amicable. Child's not in a booster seat. You're, impeding a federal investigation, and they let you go scotch-free. I mean, that's a win. However, the problem is that a lot of these ICE protesters, right, and these liberals, they do not understand that, like, this is not how every single interaction is going to go. It's probably going to go far worse than this. Like, these agents happen to be nice, but I really do want to say, like, the positions that these protesters put themselves and their families in, it's just absolutely insane to me. Like, there's no way the father is in that life. Like, there's no way the father is in the home, because you do not understand the rage. And listen, I would never ever put my hands on a woman. There's no point in doing that. You're gonna go to jail. And what do you look like as a man beating on a woman? You're a dickhead for that. But the rage that would take me over, bro. Like, I would be seething, bro. I would be fuming blood. Like, it's crazy. You're telling me you have my child in the car while you're recording and impeding a federal investigation or federal operations, right? And the kid is not in a booster seat. My little mini me is not in a booster seat. Yeah, you're taking a piss. But this just goes to show you how these liberals think. They actually do not think out things before they actually do it. Because why are you bro, what? Like, this doesn't even make any sense. But like I said, none of their ideologies make any sense, which means that none of their actions are probably not going to make any sense. Putting your child in that situation over some people who are not supposed to be here in the first place is absolutely insane to me.
An inmate named William McLean, also known as July Justine Shelby.
Yes, I know who you're referring to.
Okay. Mr. McLean raped a child, didn't he?
30 years ago, the petitioner in the habeas case before me,
Did he rape a child?
he pled guilty to that crime. Yes, it's abhorrent.
And then he raped he raped a little boy, right?
I believe that's correct. I believe he pled guilty to 2 acts of sexual violence.
And then he raped a 17-year-old girl, right?
Again, this case was handled by the state court in Indiana, but
I'm just asking you the facts. Don't stall on me now. Did he rape a 17-year-old girl or not after raping a 9-year-old boy?
I believe that's what he pled guilty to.
Okay, and then he went to prison, didn't he?
Yes, the petitioner was.
And then he came out and he sent child porn, basically adults raping little children, to another sex.
It never ceases to amaze me how these people can never ever answer a yes or no question. Like it always has to be this long-winded, roundabout answer. Yes or no. Now, this clip is actually a bit longer, but just to save you time, basically that's a judge right there that person who Senator Kennedy was talking about, he decided that he didn't want to be a man anymore and he wanted to be transferred to a woman's prison. And that judge right there basically wrote a letter recommending that they put that guy in a female prison because he didn't want to be a man anymore. And this is the problem here. Like, how these people are able to still have jobs, and how these people are able to be still not necessarily have jobs, but like be in positions of power where they can literally, like, because what is he gonna, he already R-worded a little boy, he R-worded a 17-year-old girl. What is he gonna do in those female prisons? Because he could never ever biologically be a woman. Like, he's always going to be a man. 1,000 years from now, when archaeologists pull up the bones, he's gonna be identified as a biological male. So why does he get an out after doing such heinous acts, right? To go to a female prison? Because bro, listen, and we all know why he did that, because we already know what time it is once he goes into that male prison. He's gonna be very lucky to make it, a week or two in there, because we already know what goes on. Them people in there don't play that stuff. That is where you truly pay for your crimes.
2-year-old son came up to me the other day. I went back home to the UK, and he said, "Daddy, I'm going to have a baby." I said, "Zach, you can't have a baby because you're a boy. You're a man. You can't have babies." And he said, "Well, I'm going to be a girl. I want to be a girl." What would you have said to him if you were me?
Well, I wouldn't have said, Zach, you're a boy and boys can't have babies, because that's absolutely not true. So, I mean, I don't know what your parenting is like.
And you don't think think boys can have babies?
You mean males?
Yes.
Yes.
You think you think males can have babies?
Yes.
Right.
I mean, do you want me to explain?
Yes, please.
No, I actually don't want you to explain, because I know a bunch of bullshit's about to come out your mouth. We need to start going back to calling people stupid, and just like, I don't care how many degrees you have or like what you went to school for. Like, if you're out here saying that you do not believe that males cannot get pregnant, I mean, like, we need to go back to start calling people stupid. We need to just go back to shaming people and holding them accountable for their stupidity. Because you're on live television, bruv. You're on live television, bruv, saying that males can get pregnant. And then this guy tells you a story about his 2-year-old telling him that he's a woman and he's gonna have a child. He corrects the child correctly, right? And tells him that, listen, you're a man. You're a male. You literally biologically cannot push a child. You cannot get pregnant. You can only fertilize the egg. You can't push the baby out. It's not possible. And then you're gonna say, "Oh, I would never tell my kid. If I were you, I would never tell him that you're a boy and boys can't have." Bro, come on, man. Like, bro, the UK, man. Listen, I know we have it bad here, but bro, incredible. And these are the people who are indoctrinating the next generation, because as I said, right, what is the best way if you want a generation or the next generation or the next hundreds of generations to have a certain ideology? How do you do that? You do it through permeating the minds and getting into the minds of the young children. Like, that's how you do it. And because they are the most impressionable, right? Like I said many times, women are very impressionable as well, but like, young kids, before their brain even develops, very impressionable. So anything that you tell them, they're going to be left to believe, and they're going to go with that ideology for the rest of their lives. But this is ludicrous right here.